Matthew Perry has died at the age of 54. The actor, best known for his role as the king of sarcasm Chandler Bing in the hit 90s sitcom Friends, was found unresponsive in the hot tub of his Los Angeles home on Saturday night. He was found by his assistant, who alerted first responders with a team arriving to find the tragic star dead at the scene. Matthew will be remembered for starring in one of the most successful sitcoms of all time, alongside co-stars Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, David Schwimmer, Matt LeBlanc and Lisa Kudrow. The actor will also be known for his brave and honest account of battling numerous addictions at the height of his fame. Speaking in his autobiography last year, Perry revealed he almost died numerous times and spent millions of dollars in a desperate bid to stay clean. Matthew once said he could never watch Friends because he could tell what substance he was using at the time of filming. "But I think I'm going to start to watch it because it's been an incredible thing to watch it touch the hearts of different generations," he added in what became one of his final interviews. Warner Bros. TV, which produced Friends, confirmed news of the star's death on Saturday night, telling the world, "We are devastated by the passing of our dear friend Matthew Perry. Matthew was an incredibly gifted actor and an indelible part of the Warner Bros. television group family," the statement read. "The impact of his comedic genius was felt around the world, and his legacy will live on in the hearts of so many. This is a heartbreaking day, and we send our love to his family, his loved ones, and all of his devoted fans." An investigation is now underway into Matthew's death, with no indication of foul play and no drugs found at the scene of his death. If you're struggling and need to talk, the Samaritans operate a free helpline open 24/7 on 116 123. Alternatively, you can email joe@samaritans.org or visit their site to find your local branch. 14:09 Lucy Needham Saturday Night Live dedicates episode to Matthew Perry. Saturday Night Live paid tribute to Matthew Perry by dedicating their latest episode to the tragic star. The broadcast, hosted by comedian Nate Bargatze with musical guest The Foo Fighters, added a special title card after the final sketch. The tear-jerking tribute showed a black and white picture of Perry from his debut hosting the long-running comedy series. Perry hosted the show back in October 1997, where he also appeared in a Friends spoof playing his good friend Matt LeBlanc character Joey Tribbiani. 14:03 Lucy Needham heartbreaking final photo with his actor dad. Matthew Perry posted what would become the final photo he ever took with his father just 2 weeks before his death. In the snap, the actor was seen grinning at the camera while dressed in tracksuit bottoms and a polo shirt. His dad John, 82, looked equally happy as the pair each held a fizzy drink. Perry quipped in the caption, "Here is me, and my father John, both holding a beverage." The actor's dad John Bennett Perry appeared alongside his son in several projects, including 1997 movie Fools Rush In, the episode My Unicorn of sitcom Scrubs, and in Friends episode The One with Rachel's Dress, where he played the father of Rachel Green's boyfriend Joshua. 13:20 Lucy Needham The Office star recalls working with kind and hilarious actor Lucy Davis, who starred in the UK version of The Office, paid tribute to the late Matthew Perry, saying he made a great impact on her. In a post to X, formerly Twitter, she said, "I had the honor of working with this man for 9 months on Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. He was as funny off-screen as he was on-screen. He was really kind to me. I had one week where I was having difficulty with something at work and he came up to me and told me not to worry because he had my back. He was generous with his compliments to me when we acted together. One day I told him about one of my favorite moments of his in Friends. It was a really tiny moment that perhaps no one would remember, and after I told him he looked at me confused for a moment, and then said, "Wow, 10 years of an award-winning show and that's the bit you bring me." Then he smiled at me and said that's why he liked it. She added, "Knowing him for just those 9 months has remained a golden memory for me. Thanks for all the laughs, Matthew. You made a great impact on me." In a follow-up post the actress said, "For people asking, this was the friend moment I told him about." Ross saw Rachel kiss Gavin on the balcony, and Chandler said how he wanted Monica to put lights out there but Monica says no one goes out there. And it's literally just how Matthew delivers the line, "Maybe if we put some lights out there they will." Very random, I know. 13:12 Lucy Needham Perry's on-screen mum pays tribute. Actress Morgan Fairchild, who played Perry's on-screen mother, and erotic novel writer Nora Bing said she was heartbroken by today's news. Calling the actor her son, Fairchild took to social media to pay tribute, writing, "The loss of such a brilliant young actor is a shock. I'm sending love and condolences to his friends and family, especially his dad, John Bennett Perry, who I worked with on Flamingo Road and Falcon Crest." Fairchild also shared a photo of her on set with Perry as they filmed scenes for his character's wedding to Monica Geller. 13:07 Lucy Needham Kathy star Paget Brewster pays sweet tribute. Paget Brewster, who played Kathy in Friends, said the actor was already too busy making everyone laugh up there, as she paid her tribute to the star. Posting to X, formerly known as Twitter, she wrote, "I'm so very sad to hear about it, Matthew Perry. He was lovely to me on Friends and every time I saw him in the decades after. Please read his book. It was his legacy to help. He won't rest in peace though. He is already too busy making everyone laugh up there." 13:05 Lucy Needham Perry's Pacific Palisades home. Perry was living at the upmarket Pacific Palisades residential area when he died, as part of a community populated by some of Los Angeles' biggest stars. The neighborhood resides in the Santa Monica Mountains with views overlooking the Pacific Ocean. It is understood that he bought his home in 2020 for $6 million. 12:56 Lucy Needham Friends director defended Perry from cruel trolls on his return to the spotlight. Matthew Perry was supported by the director of the 2021 Friends reunion, Ben Winston, after his return to the spotlight garnered some unkind comments. The brave actor was honest about his history of battling addictions. When he appeared on the Friends reunion show, fans took to social media to voice their concerns over his appearance and speech, but the director of the show passionately stuck up for Perry, calling him brilliantly funny amid the cruel trolling. Ben Winston, who pitched the idea for the gang to get back together in 2019, opened up about how the actor had been a joy to work with. Speaking on The Hollywood Reporter's TV's Top 5 podcast, Ben said, "He was great. People can sometimes just be unkind. I wish they weren't. I loved working with him. He's a brilliantly funny man and I thought he had some great one-liners in the show. I felt just happy and lucky to be in his presence and directing him on something like this." 12:10 Key event. Matthew Perry's grief-stricken family arrive at the scene. Matthew Perry's mum, dad and stepdad were seen arriving at the actor's Los Angeles home hours after the sad news of his death broke. Perry's 82-year-old actor father John Bennett Perry was joined by the Friends star's mom, Suzanne, and stepdad Keith Morrison as they arrived together. After the actor was found unresponsive in his hot tub, a white tent was erected in his back garden as officers attended the scene. An investigation into the cause of Perry's death is underway. Matthew's father John starred in an episode of Friends, the one with Rachel's new dress, as Mr. Bergen, the father of Jennifer Aniston's character Rachel's boyfriend Joshua. 11:56 Lucy Needham responders rushed to home for water emergency but Perry was not taken to hospital. New details have emerged of Matthew Perry's unexpected death, with it being reported the actor was not taken to hospital. His assistant is said to have found him unresponsive in his hot tub. First responders rushed to the scene and attempted a water rescue but efforts to save the actor were unsuccessful and he was declared dead in an apparent drowning. Officers from the LA Police Department's Robbery Homicide Division were also sent to Perry's home, but a source said no drugs or signs of foul play were found at the scene. An investigation is now underway. 11:51 Key event neighbor speaks out on seeing too much. Matthew Perry's neighbor has spoken out of seeing too much at the scene of the Friends star's death. The actor was found unresponsive in a hot tub at his Los Angeles home on Saturday night. Perry's neighbor has now spoken out on seeing the tragic situation unfolding. "They were outside my neighbor's door. I didn't think much of it at the time until police started arriving and everything. They didn't hammer the door, they kept silent," he told The Sun. "It was very disturbing, and very sad after all those years. From what he's gone through and his addictions and whatever. I saw everything. I feel bad for my younger siblings. I was very sad. At the same time I did kind of expect it in some sense, but I didn't expect it to be so soon." He'd not lived there long. The neighbor also revealed that he and Matthew were on speaking terms and he described the actor as a friendly and very nice genuine guy. 11:19 Lucy Needham. The Inbetweeners star pays tribute to huge inspiration Matthew Perry. The Inbetweeners actor Blake Harrison has recalled how Friends star Matthew Perry was a huge inspiration as he was growing up, indirectly encouraging him to pursue acting. Harrison, 38, who played Neil on British comedy series The Inbetweeners about four boys navigating their way through school, is among those who have remembered what it was like to grow up watching the US TV program in which Perry starred. In a post to Twitter, formerly X, Harrison said, "Matthew Perry was a huge inspiration to me growing up. My friends and I would come into school having memorized his sarcastic one-liners, speech patterns, even Chandler's dance. He brought me so much joy and without knowing it he encouraged me to pursue acting. Thank you." 11:03 Lucy Needham. Adele honors the actor as news breaks during Las Vegas show. Adele paused her Las Vegas show on Saturday night to pay tribute to Matthew Perry as the tragic news broke in America. The huge Friends fan told her audience, "I'll remember that character for the rest of my life. He's probably the best comedic character of all time." After Adele spoke, cheers rang out from the audience at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace where the singer continues her Vegas residency. She told the crowd, "One of my friends Andrew when I was, 12 did the best Chandler impression. He would do it all the time to make us laugh and if any of us were having a bad day or feeling low he would just pretend to be Chandler." Touching on Perry's issues with addiction, Adele went on, "He was so open with his struggles with addiction and sobriety, which I think is incredibly brave." 10:58 Lucy Needham. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau speaks out. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who went to school with American-Canadian Perry, has paid tribute to the actor. He wrote, "Matthew Perry's passing is shocking and saddening. I'll never forget the schoolyard games we used to play, and I know people around the world are never going to forget the joy he brought them. Thanks for all the laughs, Matthew. You are loved, and you will be missed." 10:49 Lucy Needham. Matthew lobbied to have final line on Friends as the ever-sarcastic Chandler Bing. Matthew Perry was known as being the funny one in a cast of 6 comedy greats. When the hugely successful series came to a sad end in May 2004, it was Matthew who lobbied for the right to deliver the last line. In the final episode, the 6 main characters are seen leaving the main hangout flat of the last 10 years as they venture on to new beginnings. Before going their separate ways, the group decided to have one last drink at their beloved coffee house. Rachel, played by Jennifer Aniston, says, "Okay, should we get some coffee?" To which Chandler replies, "Sure, where?" as the studio audience can be heard laughing for the final time. 10:17 Lucy Needham. Piers Morgan joins celebrities speaking out. Piers Morgan touched on Perry's demons and incredible comic talent as he joined the growing number of stars reacting to the tragic news today. Morgan called Perry a great actor, but by his own admission, a very tormented guy. He added, his recent autobiography about his addiction-ravaged life was one of the most powerful, honest and revealing I've ever read. Such sad news. 10:13 Key event. Perry died in apparent drowning. As new details emerge, Perry was found dead in an apparent drowning, his representative told NBC News. A source has since told TMZ that Perry died at his own house after some physical activity on Saturday morning. The star played a 2-hour round of pickleball, a racket sport with 2 or 4 players batting a ball over a net, and sent his assistant on an errand. The assistant returned to Perry's house to find him unresponsive, with emergency services then called. A Los Angeles Fire Department spokesperson said first responders went to an address in the Pacific Palisades area, regarding a water emergency of an unknown type, but did not name Perry. 09:36 Lucy Needham. Jennifer Aniston's forward warning that brought Perry back from the brink. News of Matthew Perry's death has no doubt rocked his Friends co-stars, with whom the actor shared a 30-year friendship. Perry once admitted he wanted to take his relationship with Jennifer to a romantic level, but she declined his requests for the date, saying they would be better staying friends. Jennifer later came to the rescue later in Perry's life when he nearly died from drink and drug abuse. Perry said his co-star boldly confronted him at the height of their joint fame and warned him, "We know you're drinking." "Imagine how scary a moment that was," he said. "She was the one who reached out the most, you know. I'm really grateful to her for that." Read more about Perry's special connection to Jennifer Aniston here. 08:56 Lucy Needham. Premonition on his own untimely death. Just months ago, after his numerous battles with addiction, Matthew chillingly predicted he would not live to old age. Speaking his 2022 book, Friends, Lovers and the Big Terrible Thing, the actor wrote that he thought his demons would see him off in the end. He penned, "Not only do I have the disease, but I also have it bad. I have it as bad as you can have it, in fact. It's back to the wall time all the time. It's going to kill me." Read more about Matthew's all-encompassing struggles in his own words here. Matthew Perry's drug battle and the tragic reason he could never watch Friends. 08:47 Key event. Matthew Perry's last sighting. Matthew was last seen in public 6 days before his death as he cut a relaxed figure while meeting a friend for dinner in Los Angeles. The actor cut a casual figure in a blue t-shirt, trousers and trainers with the laces missing as he was seen clutching a drink while walking to a restaurant. He stopped by at the Apple Pan, which is famous for its hamburgers. The actor appeared to be happy to be out and about before his life was tragically cut short just days later. 08:25 Key event haunting final Instagram post. Matthew Perry shared a photo of himself posing in his hot tub to Instagram just days before his death. The actor looked at peace as he surveyed the views of California from his backyard at night and penned in the caption, "Oh, so warm water swirling around makes you feel good?" On the same day, the Friends actor shared a second post which was a video of him filming the moon. He wrote alongside it, "Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?" 08:19 Key event actress Maggie Wheeler becomes first Friends star to speak out. Matthew Perry's Friends co-star Maggie Wheeler has become the first of the show's cast to pay tribute. Maggie was best known for playing Matthew's Sherlock girlfriend Janice Hosenstein. Writing on Instagram alongside a photo of them on set, Maggie wrote, "What a loss. The world will miss you, Matthew Perry. The joy you brought to so many in your too short lifetime will live on. I feel so very blessed by every creative moment we shared." 08:16 Lucy Needham law enforcement source speaks out. According to police, there was no apparent foul play and no confirmed cause of death as an investigation gets underway. TMZ was reportedly told by Perry's assistant that the actor had returned to his LA home after a 2-hour round of pickleball. The assistant was then sent on an errand, but when he returned hours later he discovered the actor unresponsive and called the police. 08:14 Lucy Needham Matthew Perry dies at the age of 54. Friends actor Matthew Perry has died at the age of 54. A 911 call was received by Los Angeles police, at 4:07 p.m. local time, 12:07 a.m. UK time. The incident at the Star's Pacific Palisades home in LA was initially described as a water emergency by the fire department. It was later reported that Perry died in a hot tub of apparent drowning.